Yo. Alright, welcome back to another stream. Oh, I'm seeing Odyssey, you're on. I can see you on my OBS. How late? I wonder if you can see my message. Well, there we go. I see you now. But welcome back to another rigging stream. Today, we only have one thing on the agenda list. So today, the whole goal is to create the FKIK mechanism for the arms. So I did say yesterday that I was gonna do this off stream, and then we're gonna do the FKIK on the legs. But no, that didn't happen. I spent a lot of time writing down notes, figuring out what the concept behind whatever was taught on P2 Designs. The art of effective rigging, right? Marshall, welcome to the stream. Yo. Hey, hello. And yeah, instead of creating the FKIK off stream, I've decided to go through the notes, and then before I went live, I decided to rig up another group of hair clumps. So we finally have 2 hair clumps. This is a little wonky right now. The same bug is happening as it did in yesterday's stream for the rig test for this dude, right? I don't know what's going on, but let's see. Yeah, it'll fix itself eventually. Let's not worry about that. Exciting, yeah. So yeah, welcome back to another rigging stream. Let me just double check that I'm live on the YouTubes. I believe that I am. Let me just, it says preparing stream. Let me just do a little refresh. There it is. Okay. I think I am live on the YouTubes. There we go. Rebel, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Alright. So, you're rigging the stream, huh? Yes, I am rigging the stream, indeed. Let me just pull up my notes. We have quite a lot to do today. Although it's only one thing to do on the agenda list. But yeah, I think without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing that we're supposed to do is to duplicate the well, supposedly they call it the origin bones, or the original bones. But I didn't. What I was supposed to do was to duplicate the base deformation bones and name them as original bones, and then constrain I believe the original bones to the deformation bones. But I skipped that step. I'm not exactly sure why we had to do that. It's probably for housekeeping purposes, but I'm gonna just skip that. So how are you guys doing anyway? Yeah, let's select these bones. We only need these bones for now, and duplicate them. There we go. And these bones shall be called MCH switch. Then I'll call this one left, and this one shall be called switch arm right, and then we'll do forearm left, and then forearm right, hand left, and hand right. Okay. Yo, Estanadza, welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, I'm doing good today. I didn't go to the gym, but that's okay, because I went to the gym 2 days in a row. That is a step in the right direction. Perhaps tomorrow will be the start of 3 days in a row, and maybe that will keep adding up. But okay, so now we have the MCH switch arm bones. Let's create a new collection from the get-go. In fact, I'm gonna give them their own color. I think for these bones, I want them to be... I'm not sure what the usual colors for mechanical bones are, but I'm just gonna give them, yeah, these black and white. There it is, black and white color. Let's do Alt left click, that way it applies to everything that you have selected. I'm almost done with making the bangs for my model. Can't wait to try tiny hair. Hell yeah. Oh, sick. Let's go, Rebel. Ginger, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, let me just hide that text. Alright, that's done. The next thing to do is to parent the main tweakers to the MCH switch bones. So, what that is... Wait, sorry, I forgot to put them in a new collection. Let's just do that real quick. Under... Okay, we don't have a mechanical collection, so let's do a new collection, call that MCH, and then I'll add another group. I will call this ARM MCH. And then with them selected, I'll assign them there, assign. And then anything with a white dot means that they are assigned to that collection, so we don't want them in this anymore. Remove. Okay, let's just move this up. Wait. There it is. I'll move this up there, yeah. Okay. Now, as it says, we need to parent the main switches to the mechanical bones. So the main switches are these little spheres right there, right? So let's parent those. Tweak arm to that. Okay. Parent, keep offset. And then what is this? Tweak, yeah. To this. Oops. Wait. I just want to make sure that I have the right bones selected. Shit. What is the shortcut key? No, not that. Oh, okay. It's Alt left click. Because, you know, we have a bunch of bones stacked on top of each other. It can be pretty annoying to select them, so the shortcut is Alt left click. I want the tweak arm, that's the main tweaker bone right there, and then I want the switch bone. So let's parent that to that. Oops. Oh, I didn't shift left click. There it is. Keep offset. Okay, we just gotta do that again. Parent, and then switch, parent, keep offset. There we go. Yo, Maestro. San Bonani. What? What does that mean? What does that even mean? There we go. Ooh. Is that supposed to happen? Okay, let me just look at this real quick. Remove constraints. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do anything else, but okay, let me just move that to see what's going on. Am I supposed to do something to the mechanical bones? I'm going to assume that we have to parent the mechanical bones to one another. I could be wrong. If you think I know what I'm doing, good one, you know? Select. Alright, let's try that. Am I supposed to do it like this? Yo, Mike, welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are all well. Alright, let's see. So the tweak bones should be all parented accordingly. Oof. 1 second, let me look at the video real quick. I wrote down notes, but I'm already lost. GG's, guys. GG's.
A bone along the z-axis, then in a few, but the base of the arm, this tweaker bone. Since our chain is still pretty simple, it's a good opportunity.
Oops. You can probably hear this, huh?
To create our isolate rotation mechanism. We can enter edit mode, select the head of the bone, extrude. We can from that. If I parented the main tweaker of the elbow to the MCH switch arm, but that's a mistake. It's better to parent it to the forearm, and I...
Okay. And I need to see the results of what that would look like. Parent the main tweaker bones to these bones. Right, that makes sense. Oh, oh, right. Okay, let's parent that tweak bone to that. I think this should... Okay, that's... Alright, do I... Where's this parented to? There's this secondary... Parented to bone? What the hell? Oh, it's parented to the root bone. Is it? Okay, I'm gonna parent that to the mechanical... Wait, where does it go? Man, I am so confused. Rigging is not my cup of tea. But... I will parent that to the MCH bone. I'm gonna do keep offset, and if anything messes up later, I'll face the consequences. I'll figure it out off stream as per usual. Man, you could never convince me to love rigging, but there we go. It's finally not breaking as much. Sorry about that, guys. I think we fixed it. Okay. Yo, Green Ghost, Bird Up, how's it going? Yo, welcome to the stream, Green Ghost. Welcome. Hedge means hello in Danish, but in my dialect we use monge as a hello or goodbye greeting. Well, mon to you, Marshall. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mon. After all the rhythmology messes I had to tread through, the rigging and hair are much more fun. Let's go. This skeleton reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's, does it? Cool. Yo, Denji. Welcome back to the stream. Five Nights at Noggy's. You're still struggling with rigging logic? I know, right? Like, the whole hierarchy of parenting and, you know, the constraints and all that crap. It takes a while to digest, you know. Yo, Out of Frame, welcome to the stream. Naki, did you ever use Goo Engine for rendering stylized stuff? Is it good? I have never used it. I've heard of it. I don't think I've even seen what the UI looks like. Maybe a glimpse, but no, I've never dabbled with Goo Engine ever. I don't know if I ever will. It may be handy someday, but as of now, I don't see me using it anytime soon. So retopo is way easier to me than rigging. That so far I can agree. I won't lie. Rigging is, to me, it feels way less straightforward. Retopology, I could see the charm of it, but man, rigging, maybe one day once I get more comfortable with rigging, I'll come to appreciate it more. But right now, holy shit, the concept. Okay. Right, we're supposed to constrain these bones to the mechanical switch bone eventually. But, yeah, that's for later. Because right now it's, How is this gonna work out? Okay, right now, the little bones. So we have like the main tweaker bones, like these big yellow spheres, and then the secondary tweaker bones, these smaller yellow spheres. Let's see where they're parented to. Okay, they're parented to the deformation bone, this green bone right there, and that is parented to the tweak. Oh, okay, that is parented to this, and then this is parented to this. Okay, I see it now. But whether or not that will stick, that's a different story, right? Okay, let me just hide these white clumps real quick. I'm gonna hide them under Protag, Model. Let's do... Or maybe here's fine. I'll do weight transfer cages. And then I'll hide them for now. There we go. These cages, by the way, in case you missed yesterday's stream, it is there so that we can weight paint. Okay, so basically what we had to do, right, was to weight paint the hair to... we're supposed to weight paint the hair to these bones right there, right? And the problem with that is that, you have multiple clumps of hair, and that can be a little tedious to, go about weight painting them. So what you could do is to weight paint the cage instead, right? And then transfer that data over to these clumps of hair. So I'm gonna keep them. That will come in handy for, the future editing me. When it comes time to put together the YouTube video, that'll come in handy. But okay, let's hide the agenda and let's get back into this. So we're done with that, with all the parenting. The next thing is to create the arm socket bones. We have 2 bones to create. Okay. Man. Rigging, right? I started the Art of Effective Rigging too around the same time as you. Oh, okay. I see. Where are you at right now, Mike? I'm not the only one who thought that the skeleton looks like the endoskeleton from FNAF. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Naki's a father. What? No. Also, it means hello in Siswati, San Bonani. Ah. Well, San Bonani to you. I think the rigging was easier than retopology for me because the rigging method I followed was just for the purposes of posing and not animation. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, I can see why you would think it's easier. Yeah, that makes sense. If I was just trying to create these main deformation bones without all of the additional mechanical stuff, then I would definitely agree with you there. Okay, let's extrude that up. And let's just, right off the bat. Yo, Mecha! Welcome back to the stream. Right off the bat. Recalculate the roll. There it is. I think let's have X pointing back there. Not sure how important. I don't think yeah, it's probably not important, the roll of this bone. I believe he did say that. So let's just align that to global X. There it is. And we need 2 of these. But before I do that, let me just rename this as mechanical arm. Wait. Let me just do that. What is it called? Switch. Arm. Switch arm. Let's call this one socket. Since this, what is this called? Switch, right? This is socket. Okay. Dot L. I think that's good enough. And I believe we have to create an intermediate bone. So we're gonna have to duplicate these bones. Scale them down and call this mechanical intermediate socket arm bones. Holy shit. What a lengthy name. Mia, hello. Solum, hello. Damn, you're still doing this character? I know, right? I know. Hopefully the next one will be a lot quicker. Hopefully. Please no politics. Let's just enjoy the stream and learn some rigging. Yeah, fair enough. That would be nice. How are you, Mia? Welcome. Congrats on... Well, I believe it's still in the midst of being unlocked, right? But you are in the midst of a debut. You guys need to check out Mia. If you like chaotic gaming streams with the occasional art stream, which you have to do again, Mia, please. Yeah, go check out Mia. I hope I spelled it right. The basics are pretty easy, but past that it gets more difficult if you try to understand the logic behind it. Right. Yeah, it is... I think anything beyond just the primary deformation bones, it gets more and more complicated. Anything beyond that, it's like, please stop. I hate complex stuff. Me too. It's been cooking for a long time. It's ready to reveal. Hell yeah! Oh, that's so sick. It must feel really good to finally be able to reveal it. You did mention the other time that you were cooking something up, but you just can't say it, and I'm assuming that is that. The cat person from that country no one remembers? Exactly. Hydrate, thank you. What country was it again? I actually remember it. It starts with an L, right? Ends with an A. Okay, right, we're doing intermediate, blah blah. I wish I knew myself. Imagine knowing yourself. Head of arm socket. Okay, correct. Mechanical. Okay, I'm gonna give these bones their own colors real quick, just so that things don't get too messy. And I will give these bones this color theme. Okay. Oh, that didn't. Okay, I'm supposed to do Alt left click. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna say it just in case Mia doesn't wanna, you know, make it public information. Okay. Keep on boning. Daddy, damn. Damn, Mia. You gotta take me out on a date first, damn. Okay, so now that we have created these mechanical arm socket bones, the next thing is to constrain the intermediate bone to the arm socket bone. Okay. Oh my god. Right, this is so that... What is the purpose of this? Okay, the purpose of this is so that we can have the location and skill position of the mechanical bone and have the option to toggle between following the shoulder rotation and it being independent, you know. So let's do that to that. Right. And then Shift Control C. Oh, I don't have my screencast keys turned on. As per usual. And then we'll do copy location, copy scale, copy rotation. Okay, now the intermediate bone has all of these fancy stuff, and for this we're gonna call this, what is it? Follow, rotation, follow. There it is. So look at that, right? And if you don't want the rotation of this bone, you could then turn this off, right? So that it remains independent while still having the ability to scale up and down, move this bone all about, while having an option to toggle between rotation or no rotation, if that makes sense. And let's do the same thing for the other side of the bone. Let's do location, skill, rotation. And we're keeping it world space, by the way. No need to change it to local space, I believe. Why? I don't know. There has to be a reason that I'm just unaware of right now. So let's do rotation, follow. And let's do a toggle on and off to see that it works. Yep, okay, cool. Taking notes, good. And then the next thing to do is, I'm constrained to copy skill. What? Oh, we want the mechanical arm, holy shit, to be constrained to the root? What? Why? But okay, there has to be a reason. We're trying to copy the... Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Let's just do that. You know, somewhere down the line, we're gonna be like, oh, that's why, you know? But for now, let's just follow along. And let's do that to that. Oops. That. No, not the deformation one. This to this, and parent it, offset. And let's just make sure that it's, that it has been applied to the other side, right? Let's just check there. Root. Okay, good. Yo, Childish, welcome back to the stream. Gorgids, the big protagonist rigging day 8 Naki. How's it going? Hey, Gorgids, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? It is going good. It is starting to get very, very complicated. Not my cup of tea. I like things simple, but I'm hoping that you know, that once I do this enough, you know, a number of times, this will eventually be simple to me, and it becomes more tedious than it is difficult. That is the goal. But let's see. Okay, I will parent these bones to the hips. Okay, cool. There it is. Alright, anyway, what the hell is that? Oh. Right, the damp track bones are... Yeah, it's bugging out again. Yeah, there it is. Alright, next. What's next? Create... Socket. Okay, that's done. Follow, world space. Mechanical arm constraint to root, that is done. Copy scale. Oh, we're not supposed to parent it. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Alright. There has to be a reason why that they do that. Okay, let's unparent this. Switch arm, parent. This parent. I'm not sure where this should be parented to, but I'm just gonna parent that to the... Where do we parent this? That scared me a little. Where should this go? You know what? Let me just pull up the course file real quick. I couldn't repeat this back to you even if my life depended on it. I know, me too. You and me both. Okay, let me just open up the Kibali file. Courses and materials. Is there a lot of progress on your new animation film for the Amazon Prime Secret Level series? It is. It's done. It's already on Prime, my friend. It is there. Guys, I actually have a secret project already available on Netflix, HBO Max, and Prime. It's the film is called Hopes and Dreams and Delusions, but yeah, check it out, you know. You should be able to find it. Courses, materials, there it is. Kibali, open. Okay. Alright. Show me the mechanical bones. Nice title, thank you. Fuck HBO, fuck Prime. Okay, wait, what is this one called? Okay, mechanical switch arm. Okay, where is this parented to? Tell me, tell me. Relations. Oh, this is parented to the intermediate arm socket. Okay, there we go. We've got our answer. So this will be parented to that. Keep offset. Wait, I'm just make sure that it's selected though. And let's just make sure. Light the stars. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, cool. The fuck is all this? It'll make sense eventually, I'm sure. Is this the famous gorilla tutorial? It is. This is the Art of Effective Rigging 2. And that is the course that I've been taking up. I am like... Well, on paper it says that I am 47% complete, but it's obviously a little bit more than that, because I'm not taking chapter 8. I don't need to take that. And then I skipped I skipped the videos without the little marker on the site that says that you have to watch these videos for chapter 6. And then pretty much all of chapter 5 is done. Only the marked videos of chapter 4 and the first 4 videos are done. Yeah. But there's that, right? But I would say I'm more so like 60%, just 70%. Oh my god, I cannot believe they just said that. 60-70%. Okay. Anyway, now that that is done, let me just hydrate. Thank you. I do have to hydrate. The guerrilla fights, where the a guerrilla fights against robots. Exactly. That's the course, right? That's the one right there. The Art of Effective Rigging 2. So far, so good, I must say. Okay, so this is good. So this is what they mean by having the independent rotation thingy, right? So I'm assuming that this is going to be parented to the shoulders. So let's just do that real quick. Damn it, Mia. Wait, did you add that? Hell yeah. It doesn't show it on, I said it doesn't say that 7TV added emote stuff on the multi-chat. I wish it did. Making good use of the role. I appreciate that. Where is the Kibeli file? I just want to make sure that that is parented to... Yeah, the shoulder. Great. So let's parent that to the shoulder, right? Just doing my job. Hell yeah. You were expecting it to cost way more? You know, considering how in-depth this course is, I can agree. It is insane how much it covers. There we go. Look at that, guys. So now we know the purpose of the whole intermediate bone, right? See, we can now shrug. Okay, we don't have the constraints added to that yet, so... Or rather, we don't have it toggled off. So if I were to turn this off, and I were to shrug the shoulders, you can see that the arms are independent from it. Like, they're not rotating with it. And then if you were to turn it back on... Ta-da! So that's the purpose, I guess. Now we know. Okay. And then... let's move on. Give me my notes, please. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, before I move on, I do just want to double check where all of the tweaker bones are connected to. So, down here under arm tweak. That's the one right there. Let's see where the secondary bone is parented to. It is parented to hand tweak, which is this. Okay. Yep, let's do that real quick. This to that. Whoop. Be gone. This to that. Parent, keep offset. Yeah, alright. There we go. Would it work? Oh my god, my hoodie got wet. Would it work all clusters 6, 7, 1? It doesn't. What is it you said, Solum? 6, 7, what now? Naki, please maintain your basic biological functions without reminders from chat to hydrate yourself. I will. I'll try to do that. Ah, okay. So I'm guessing since okay, now that now that the deformation bone is parented to the mechanical switch bones, it means that I'm gonna have to change this to the mechanical switch instead. There it is. Let me just fix that real quick. This is why naming convention is so important. The new emote. Okay. Yeah, it's very specific line of letters or numbers. Is the D rig to? You wish. This is not an R34 type of model. Oh. Inflate. Oh, why is this on the wrong side? Oh, whoops. Whoopsie whoops. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to change some values. Yeah. No wonder. Okay. I was wondering the other time why I didn't have to change certain values, but now it seems that I've made some mistakes. Okay, so this has to... No. Just fix them real quick. Wait. Oh man. Rigging! Someone save me. Someone save me from this hell we call rigging. Okay. No. Oh my god. Okay, I have to get into this hit space again. So what we're trying to do here is to bring that out, and that direction. Okay, it's a positive value. Right now we have a negative value for the... Oh, that's following Y. This is X inflate. What? Okay, negative value. Why is it X inflate? Isn't it Y inflate? Yeah, it's Y inflate. Rotating what? The Z. Setting that as Euler every time you move, and the Z. Negative value. Nope. This way, right? Okay, okay. There we go. That's fixed. Euler. Any Eulers in chat? Okay, now let's see. -7. -7. Okay, that seems to be doing just fine. Follow Y. Yep. And every time this goes in this direction, it's moving the negative direction. So it seems like it's doing what it has to do. So I think we fixed it. Great. Holy shit. Thank you. Now that is done and over with, we can... Let me just set them as Euler as well. Oil rigging! Oh my god. Is that what we're doing right now? We're oil rigging? Okay, cool. Alright, back to what we were doing. So, mechanical arm constraint to root copy scale. Right, okay. So we're supposed to... mechanical arm. We're supposed to constrain this to the root for some reason. So let's do that. Constrain that to the... to that. Hydrate, thank you. Thank you, Askar. Let's do copy... What is it? Copy scale. Why though? I don't see the reason. Mechanical arm constraint to root. Why? Let me just double check. Kibali, save me. Mechanical arm constraint. Constraint. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Switch arm. Copy transforms. Is that a mistake? Did I think I might have messed up my notes, maybe? Okay. Alright, we don't have to do that. I knew something was off. Okay. Anyway, let me just look at... What is that? Okay, this one is parented to the deformation arm. Okay, or origin arm. This is a mechanical twist arm. What? Oh, okay. That is for later. Right. Right now, this is parented to... Oh, it's not parented to anything. Okay, cool. Mechanical twist arm. That'll come in later. Alright, anyway. Bro turning into a pterodactyl for a moment? Oh my god. Was it the burp? Kinda glorious, isn't it? Okay, I think for now, I will parent this to this, just temporarily. Just for now. Yep. Just for the time being. Let me just, check to see if it does what I want it to do. Yeah, okay, cool. And if we were to toggle that off... I messed something up. There it is. Oh wait. Huh? Oh, is this parented? Did I parent this by accident? Okay, yeah. And let's toggle that off. There it is. Okay, thank you. Man, am I gonna remember this? Am I gonna remember this? I don't know. I don't fucking know. It was when you were checking the protagonist's movements. Oh, and parts of his arm didn't move. I see. Protagonist is too long. How about Donnie instead? Donnie? What is Donnie? Is that a name? Or is that like... Is that a word that I'm not aware of? What do you prefer? Sculpting 1 week non-stop or rigging and animating? Ooh. Let me see those specs. Ooh. Sculpting or... Well... Do I really have a preference? You know, I complain about rigging, right? But I am enjoying learning something new, you know? I may bitch about it, but I am enjoying the process. So I would say I like them equally for now, but maybe down the line I'll change my mind and go back to sculpting. To saying that sculpting is better. Well, at least I prefer it, you know? There we go. Now that's the final rig. Alright. I'll go for sculpting. There you go. To each their own, right? I think if I'm at like the very sculpting phase of my art journey, like maybe a few months ago, I picked sculpting, but I am pretty excited just to see where all of this go, which is why I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, next is the parent, the switch to... Oh, okay, that was right there. Alright, so we're supposed to parent... Switch... Wait, what? Okay, we're supposed to parent these bones to... Oh my god. Okay, we're supposed to parent that to the intermediate arm bone. Yulia! Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome, thank you so much for the raid. How's your... Yeah, you were streaming art, of course. And how did it go? I'm pretty sure I saw you working on retopology. I could be wrong. Welcome, raiders, by the way. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Let me just make sure that that is parented to the intermediate. Yep, let me just unparent it and then reparent it just in case. There you go. Okay, that was supposed to happen. I think I did it a little too early. And supposedly, if we were to turn off the rotation follow, it's independent. Great. Yo, K43NK. Welcome to the stream. Apologies, but Janio Vilvario Boruski. But welcome to the stream. Let me just translate that to English. Retopology time, yeah? I see. Now, how did that go? You had fun? You said hello? Okay. It's actually quite funny that a lot of my colleagues are older than me and they don't consider digital art as a real art. Yeah. I see. That sounds about right. I think about halfway done. Half of it is already done. Sick. Do you have any art you wish to show to the class? Any art you can show, please? Guten Tag. Yo, Hutner, welcome to the stream. That debate, right? Digital art is like their equivalent of our AI. Okay, let's shrug. Yeah, that's nice. So the next thing is to create the twist bone. Okay, cool. So duplicate arm 1 bone becomes MCH twist arm bone. Okay, so we're supposed to duplicate this bone. It's gonna be the twist bone. Duplicate that. I'll call this, instead of switch, I'll call this twist bone. L. Okay. Let me just scale that down real quick. Or yeah, there it is. Twist R, and then we'll scale them down. There it is. The rig looks great, Naki. Yo, AJ, thank you. Welcome back to the stream. You said hello with a little joke. I wish I knew what it meant. But oh well, maybe once I finish all the topology, I'll show everything properly. Okay, fair enough. Again, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And if you have to, go eat and whatnot, post-stream breaks, I won't hold you hostage. Maybe next time I will, but yeah, feel free to just chill, Oh, hey, XOXBA. Sorry, I missed your message. Welcome to the stream. Hello. I actually like digital art because you don't waste materials if something doesn't go right. Still, I still use the good old pencil and paper and sometimes acrylics and watercolor. Yeah, I think any art form is cool. Digital, traditional, they all require skills. And to say that digital art doesn't require skill is simply an ignorant statement. Okay, what's next? Okay, yeah, remove the constraints. Oh, okay, I duplicated the wrong bone. Does it matter though? I don't think it does it? But just in case it does, let's tweak. I'm gonna align this bone with this bone. So let's do Control Alt A. No, never mind. Yeah, let's delete let's delete whatever we just made, right? Select mirror extend. Yeah, let's delete these. I'm gonna save the name though, but I do believe we need the same exact location placement. So let's duplicate this one right there. That will be the twist bone. and I will unparent that and clear any constraints. Select mirror, extend. Let's clear them from any constraints. Okay, we're good. Okay, sorry, probably missed some messages. Will you create the next character on stream from scratch, or will the lives end after this dude gets skinned or rigged? Good question. So where the stream goes after this, I'm still thinking about it. I am between continuing the daily lives or reverting back to the old or the initial schedule, which is to go live only twice a week, right? It really depends on it really depends. The trajectory of the stream will solely depend on I personally am leaning towards continuing with the live. I may extend the daily streams for the next character, until the next character is done, and then reconsider the daily streams. But I'm so far I'm really liking going live every day. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me in check. It's like, oh, okay, I gotta cater my time before stream to complete such and such task. Anyway, let's call this twist twist. Okay. And then I'm gonna give them the colors right away. And let's throw them into the mechanical arm collection and remove it from this. We don't need that. We don't need them to be in that collection. Unhide it, and then we're gonna have to. So in order to make the MCH twist bone follow the orientation and location of the switch bone without following the twist. Follow the orientation without following. Oh, okay. In order to follow, okay, we're supposed to supposedly we want to parent the twist bone to the mechanical bones without following the roll of it. Okay, that makes sense. We have to constrain the mechanical twist bone to the switch bone by copying location and damp track it to the tail. Interesting. Okay, let's do that. I don't know. I'm hoping the concept will eventually get in my head, but let's just do it anyway. So twist bone and what is this one called? No, not the death arm. I'm gonna select mirror. There it is. So we're supposed to quote-unquote parent this to this bone without following the twist. So we're not gonna parent it, but we will constrain. Damn it. Holy shit. I'm gonna hide the death bones real quick. It is so... Okay. We're supposed to select this to that, and then we'll hit Control-Shift-C, copy location. Okay. Alright, location is done. It doesn't follow the scale. And then we're gonna damp track this to that. So Shift, select, okay. And then, by the way, the hierarchy of selection is You know, we want to constrain this little twist bone to this bone, but you have to select it the other way. You know, with parenting, it's a child and then a parent, but for adding constraints, you want to select, basically the last selected bone will be where all of the constraints will be applied to. So yeah, this hierarchy of selection messed with my brain for like the longest time, but my brain finally caught up. And we want it to be tracking the tail, not the head. Okay. The tail, by the way, is the smaller part of the bone, not that. This is the head, that is the tail. I would have assumed that this was the tail and then this was the head, but nope, it's the other way around. Okay. There it is. Now it's following. Oh, I see. Okay. Look at that. So you can see that it follows the orientation of the bone, right? It doesn't follow the scale. It doesn't follow the twist of the bone. But it follows the orientation and the location. Ah, damn. Okay. I see. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Yeah, that's true. Because the same goes for the hair. Oh, which I forgot to mention. I should probably mention it later at the end of the stream. But I English. I ended up copying the. I ended up adding a constraint that allows me to copy the rotation of these bones. So now we have the option to not only move them around, but to also twist them. There we go. There it is. You can twist the hair. And this allows us to still keep the capabilities of the damp track, the functionality of the damp track, which is not turned on right now. There it is. It's not very visible, but it's working. There it is. See? I'll just move this. Yeah. But anyway. Back to this. Let me just catch up with the chat. Have a good rigging. I'm gonna lurk here. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you. Sorry I didn't show up in most of your streams lately. A lot has been happening. Don't worry about it, AJ. Just, show up anytime you want. You're not obliged to show up. It should be a comfy stream, No pressure at all. Remember, someone got a penalty for what again? For sharing links in chat. Oh, okay. Right. It's pretty chill over here. Links are allowed as long as I basically trust you guys that you guys will not send anything weird. But I think by default, links aren't allowed on YouTube on the YouTube chat. I haven't gone in to look into the settings, but links on Twitch are allowed. Just so you guys know. You also need playful joke, no jabs. You also need someone to remind you to hydrate. I do have to hydrate, huh? Would be cool to see a process from scratch. I always love watching those 1 hour Blender where people show the entire process. Just so cool. Okay, cool. Well, just so you know, all of the entire character creation of this guy were pretty much documented on stream. So you could go to the live tab onto YouTube, and I pretty much created this guy from scratch on stream. And all the videos are still available on YouTube, just so you know. Let me just hide the deformation bones. We don't need those for now. Okay, what is next? So the last thing we did was to add a twist bone that follows the orientation of the arm bone without the twist. There it is. So now, now we have to parent the socket bone to the twist bone. Okay. We're supposed to parent the main socket bone to the twist bone, it seems. Let's do that. Socket bone to the twist bone. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna forget all of this. There it is. Let me just turn on the toggle. Actually, right off the bat, I'm just going to quickly create a new custom property that allows me to toggle on and off that rotation thingy, right? So that I don't have to constantly go into the two different bones and do that. So let's create a new property, call this rotation follow, just for now. And then we'll do a boolean. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Angry Passionate. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now let's just go. Let's select that. We're gonna right click on the rotation follow that we just created, the new property, copy as new driver, and then we're gonna want to paste it here. There it is, and do the same for the other guy right there. So now we have a simple toggle that toggles that on and off without having to click into, you know, two separate bones. There it is. So if we were to move the shoulders, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Okay. There has to be a reason why that happened, because I currently have... This is currently parented to the socket, and the socket is currently... Oh, okay, a cyclic dependency is happening. Parent socket bone to... One second, let me look at Kibali once again. Help me! Okay, that is parented to the root. This is parented to the shoulder, okay. Yeah. So this... okay, go to the shoulder. Yeah, that was what was... That's how it was earlier. That's weird. There it is. Okay. I don't know why that was written down, but it was. But anyway, oh wait, actually, let me just double check. The twist bone here is parented to the arm socket. Okay. Twist bone. It's parented to... Oh, okay, it's not parented to anything. That... We gotta parent it to the arm socket, okay. Oh, okay, I had it written down the other way around, my bad. So it's twist bone to the mechanical socket arm bone. There we go. Ah. I wonder if we can scale this down. It's getting in the way. It shouldn't be a problem since they're pointed to the same thing. Okay. Oh my god. Bones within bones within bones. That is rigging in a nutshell. Apparently, a complete guide for character rigging for games in Blender is a good resource in book form. Pierrick also recommends it. Ah, a complete guide for character rigging for games in Blender. Okay. Oh, it's a book, you said. Cool. Let me just make sure that that is in the right collection. Yep, it is. Why is it doing that? What? Oh. Oh, okay, no wonder. Was wondering what's happening there, but we forgot to add the constraints on the other side. So let's do that. We want to let's try to think behind the logic of this. The whole logic of this is to copy the orientation of the mechanical switch bones. Let me just turn off the dev bones, get that out of the way. So the logic behind this is to follow the orientation and location without the twist. So it's copy location, right? Yep, and then we're gonna add a damned track. Damned track. Did I edit wrong? Oh, right. We want to track the tail. There we go. Oh. Wait a minute. Does that mean I can add a damp track to this and have it follow the... Nah, never mind. Okay. Let's move on. What's next? Okay, the next thing is to have... wait, one sec. Okay, the next thing is to have a fall-off twist on the upper arm. So what that means is if we were to unhide the deformation bones, typically if you were to rotate your arm like this, right, you would see that your shoulder barely rotates, but your elbow, it ends up rotating to about like 90 degrees with barely any movement on the shoulders. So we want to create a gradual fall off, meaning like by the time the elbow is fully rotated like this, the middle bone here will only twist like about halfway, and then this will barely twist at all. So let's do that, right? So we want to constrain these little bones, which I only have 3, right? Pierrick did 4. I did 4 for the forearms, but I'm kind of thinking now maybe I should have gone for 4 because 3 may have been too little, and I'm thinking now maybe my model may be a little too low in resolution, like a little too low poly, but we'll just try it out anyway. So we're supposed to constrain these little these deformation bones here to the MCH switch hand bone? No, that's wrong. To the arm bone. Okay. Ah, I see what's going on. Let's unhide that. So this little bone, we want to constrain it to this. Oh my god. I'm gonna hide that guy. Okay. This. Constrain, copy rotation. There we go. Do we put this before or after the stretch too? Let's try it out. Anyway, let's see. Okay, that works. It doesn't break, I believe. Yeah, it's already breaking. Yeah, let's put that behind. Nope, no difference. What is up? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's fine. What? Oh my god, my brain is so fucking fried. 1 second. Kibali, save me. Save me! Yo, Fractaler, just sim the bone rotation. Oh my god. How you doing today? Really excited to see the final results of your short film. Thank you, Mike. I hope that I don't disappoint. Where's this parented to? Mechanical forearm tweak. Oh my god. Okay. Huh? Mechanical forearm tweak .l. Okay, where is that at? Where is that hiding? Mechanical. Maury! Welcome to the stream. Twitch recommended you? Yo! Well, good to have you here. How are you doing today? Sorry, I'm a little locked in right now. Fine, hope you too. Earlier, my render stopped in front of my eyes because of a license bug. Thank God it didn't happen when I was sleeping. Holy shit, that would have been bad. That would have been really, really bad. Yeah, thankfully that didn't happen. How are you doing today, Mari? By the way, I am currently in the midst of rigging this guy. This is the main character, the protagonist of my short film that I'm currently working on. There we go. That's how it's gonna roughly look like. Subdiv. Turn it on. There we go. It's gonna look something like this. But right now we're diving into his bones. And I have some notes on my other monitor and I'm trying to rig him right now. Holy, I am struggling. Okay, let me just turn off all of these little... Okay, rotation follow, we don't need that for now. Damn track, yeah, we don't need all of those. Okay. Alright, let's do this. What was I trying to do? I'm trying to figure out where the tweak, where this tweaker bone is parented to, and it says that it's parented to the mechanical forearm tweak. Okay. Mechanical. No, there's no way to search it this way, huh? Forearm. Tweak. Okay, where's it at? Oh, okay. Oh, it's that little guy right there. Now, what is that parented to? Switch forearm. So that is parented to the forearm. This is parented to the forearm. Okay. Why that is, I have no idea. Let's give it a let's do it anyway. I'm really hoping that some of this will stick. I highly doubt it, but let's see what that does. Wait, what? Oh, it is already parented to that. Right, it is. So why is it not working? It is working. Oh, am I supposed to do like a stretch to constraint? Let me see. At least you're doing this just once and we'll adapt it for next character. Oh, you mean the rig? I highly doubt it. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Is that possible? How would one move this to fit another character without losing all of it? The rig? I mean, that would be ideal. But if I were to move the deformation bone, like that's pretty much GG's. Like everything else doesn't really move along with. Kind of breaks. See? You move it in edit mode? I mean, you can, but all of the mechanical stuff will have to be repositioned and whatnot. And I feel like at this point you might as well just create it from scratch again. But what is important is the amount of divisions and the naming convention of these bones, so that you could copy over the animation. That I can foresee happening, but I don't foresee myself using the same exact rig. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Repositioning? No, I meant the other way. I feel like repositioning seems more complicated than recreating. Because look, like, all of that stuff... Like, these bones have to be exactly aligned to this, right? Like, maybe there's a way. Maybe down the line of the course I'll be taught how to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, what's next? What is next? Give me my notes, please. Okay, where was I? Alright, we're doing the fall off. Let's do the fall off real quick. Let's do that. So let's copy this. Sorry, let's add a constraint. God, these... Let me hide that big bone. And... these bones are parented to the tweaker bones, which are parented to the deformation bones. Okay. And we're trying to copy this guy. And copy the constraints, okay. Copy rotation. Did I already add that? I did. And we only... You'll probably follow it all the way through, and then for this guy... Oh, I tried to burp, that didn't work out. Here it comes! Okay, 0.5. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this parented to now? Come on. Now, why was this done? Was this added by accident? Funny song after this one? Oh. I think I see what you mean. The level of details that is unique to each character is easier to recreate than adapting. Yeah, exactly. I feel like, you know, if I were to just get good at rigging, creating them wouldn't be that difficult eventually down the line, I hope. Do you have to do mech bones alongside dev bones? I'm currently just creating dev armature for my character, and I'm planning on adding mech once deformations look good. To do mech bones alongside dev bones. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. You mean like, oh, okay. Like you mean alongside in terms of like the timeline? You probably want to do the deformation bones first and make sure that your weight painting is as clean as it possibly can be before going in and adding all of these corrective or mechanism bones, right? Let me just see something real quick. Is this necessary? Let me just hide that. Wait, what? Oh, the damp track. No. What is that? Unintentional muscle jiggle. I know it's like, oh, it's really cool, but... Oh, okay, I see what's... kind of see what's going on. Why is it doing that? Man, I hate like unintentional stuff. Why is that jiggling? Am I tripping? It's jiggling, right? There's no damp track on this. Why is it jiggling? Like, it's cool, but I didn't add that. The rigging will click at some point for me as well, hopefully. I'm hoping that too. You failed? What happened? Your cortisol is rising just by watching you rig on stream. So real. My armature is like super vanilla. Fair enough. There literally aren't any of these green constraint bones or little tweakers in between. Just straight up vanilla armature with weight painting on. Yeah, I mean that's how it begins anyway. All of these extra stuff, they come in later. Like it all starts with these like bigger bones, and then these little guys in between, they come in later. I mean, you could, if you want, you could check rigging day 1 on stream on YouTube in the VODs. You can kind of see how I did everything. Pretty much, well, most of it were documented on stream. Once I tried to imagine a full animation with 0 bones and 0 blend shapes, nothing, just pure brute force animation. That feels like a nightmare. So kind of like claymation at this point. Nameless boy is coming alive. You failed your funny song prediction. Oh no. Okay, I'm not sure why that is happening, but I'm thinking the stretch to constraint is kind of just, maybe it's something to do with the lag. I don't know. I feel like it's a bug. Like it's not supposed to jiggle like that. Yeah. I think it's some sort of lag or something. I don't know. My brain is too fried to even care at this point. I just want to know what this copy rotation is for. Okay, I'm just gonna turn that off for now. I feel like it was probably added by mistake. Yeah, I think it was added by mistake. It has to be. Yeah, it was definitely added by mistake. Okay, so we're trying to add a constraint on this guy. So copy rotation, and I'll do just about 50%. There we go. We can see now that this bone is following the rotation completely, and this bone is only going about 50%. And for this guy, I'll probably do like 10%. Since I only have 3 bones. I believe that the last bone is supposedly should ideally be left untouched or unconstrained. But let's just do it anyway. Let's do like 10%. Muscle spasm. You aren't gonna rig every character from scratch, right? I might. Like, maybe along the way I'll learn how to not have to do that, but I kind of foresee myself rigging all of the characters from scratch, considering the fact that they all have very different body types. And I feel like if I can't find a way to rearrange these bones without messing up on all the in between mechanical stuff. You know what? I think for now, at least what I can think of is to just save the primary bones, and then later on, like once I rearrange these bones, I could later on go in and like subdivide all of these stuff accordingly. So I guess I could save some time in that regard, but I don't think all of these mechanical bones, all of these corrective bones are very transferable. I don't know about that. When you were sculpting powder, you didn't do retopology or rigging, right? Nope. I mean, I did do like some quad remeshing, but it's really just to clean up the topology of the character, and I had to bake over the normals, but nothing to this resort. No like clean retopology, and yeah, no rigging. I thought I could learn how to sculpt by following along, but I definitely needed help in understanding Blender, and the shapes were more than simple digital clay. I see, okay. You need help in understanding Blender. Yeah, but to answer your question, no rigging was involved, and you probably have already seen the video, but it's on my second or third YouTube channel, Cozy Noki. The entire process is over there, you know. Yo, Cajun Matator, how you doing? How you doing today? Okay. So let's twist this bone to see what that looks like. Okay, now that that is done, I could probably parent this to this and this. Def arm 2, def arm 2. These guys can be parented to... Oh shit. Okay, parent that to that. Parent these guys to that. Let's see what that looks like. It's gonna... Thank you, yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, I knew it. It's a little fucky. A little fucky. I could maybe... Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Oof. Yikes. Should I parent them to... Wait, what is this parented to? Yep, the switch arm. Tough. Okay. Maybe this is a time to go in and check on the weight paint. We just hide all of these other crap for now. I find it funny how when I say okay, the chat in the stream shows it as Terminator being lowered into a vat of molten steel, which is what it looks like to me. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh wow, okay. On Twitch chat, it showed up as the word okay because of the comma on the side, but I guess Caster Labs is able to pick up on that. Okay, cause right. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, let me just give... no, that's not gonna work. Man. Where should the corrective bones for the triceps be parented to? I gotta think about this one. That's how it is, yeah. Okay, shit. My brain is so fried. I won't lie, my brain is completely fried. So I want this to be nicely aligned down here whenever I twist the arm. And holy shit, my brain is fried. Okay, I'm going to unparent these guys, and then I will try maybe adding a I'll try adding a track 2. No, not track 2, but a child of. So I want it to be a child of these 2 bones. I don't know if that's gonna work, I'm just winging it at this point. Then I'll do another child of, and I will target it to this bone. And since I want like an in-between, right? I could do like 50% of both. I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, let's just try it out anyway. The fuck? That did not work out at all. Eh? Okay. Now let's try it again. I want this bone to be the child of this armature, and I'll probably do mechanical switch arm. Okay, let's see if that works in the first place. No, not even that. Okay, huh. Fried. Food mentioned. No. No, that doesn't count. Copy transformation. I don't think that's gonna work, but I'll try it anyway. Yep. But why does it not work though? Why does this not parent to the thing that I want it to parent to? Wait. Oh, is it because it's translating via constraints? Nope, that works. Huh? It is working, just not the way I want it to. Burp. Holy shit. Okay, what if I hit set inverse? No. Set inverse. Pose. If I were to move the translate of this, it works. If I move that, it works. If I rotate this, it works. But it's not in the right place. Do I have to do a set inverse? Clear inverse, set inverse. What? Okay, let me try this again. Okay, now that they're in the rest position, but with pose position selected, let me just turn this on, set inverse, and go move this around. Now it works. Okay, so it has to be specifically in pose position, and it doesn't. Okay. So even if you have this set into rest position, it somehow assumes that you're parenting it to this bone in a different position. Weird, but okay. Sure. Now I know, I guess. But let me just do what I wanted to do earlier. I wanted to parent it to this bone. Set inverse. And I want it to only follow it about 50%. And then I will do another child of. And I only want it to follow that about 50%. So 50, 50. And if I were to move the mechanical arm, theoretically, boom, just like that. Not too bad for a tiny noggin, you know? Not too bad. Okay, let me do that again. Child of. Arm 2. Set inverse, I only want 50%. And let's do that again. Arm 3. 8.5. Okay, please. Oh my god. Genius. There we go. Now it's perfectly centered to where I want the triceps to be. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, it's a little off. Maybe I have to follow child 3 a little closer and that a little less. Wait, let's do that while everything is in. There we go. 30-70. Please work, please. Hmm. What if I put it before that? Is that gonna make a difference? Sorry about the boring rigging stream. This is just the way. This is just the way the cookie crumbles. This is what you get. This is all you get for a rigging stream. It's a little fucky though. It's not perfect. Stop saying boring, but it is. It is boring. Oh, what if I parent this to this instead? Please? No. No. Okay, wait. Let's not give up hope just yet. Okay. It sounded good on paper, but it might be breaking a little. Okay. Let's try parenting these guys too. Maybe I could create a separate bone just for these guys to follow along. Okay, let's just parent that to... Okay, these guys, you go here. Keep offset. And give me back my mechanical bone. Like this. Alright. Okay. Is that the end of this playlist? Oh my god, how long have I been live? Oh, 158. That's not so bad. Okay. Poop soup. Okay. Okay, don't worry about the weird looking arm. It's going to eventually twist accordingly, okay? But let me just manually twist them accordingly. There we go. Slightly better, but is the roll off? No, okay. Maybe a little. Maybe the roll's a little off. Yo, Dragon, what's up? Hey, welcome to the stream. We're struggling a little with rigging, as per usual, but all is good. All is good. Maybe I'll just have this bone twist a little bit more. Alright, and Oh. Okay. Could be a weight painting issue. It could be. I'll get some food to watch you struggle then, and see if I can learn to. Be right back. Go ahead, go ahead. Sounds like a plan. Ah, what if I do this? No. Okay, let me just unlock the chest bone and see if by adding weights here it's gonna help. I feel like this is one of those things where you solve one problem just to create another, you know? Okay, you know what? I think this may need a little unique, a unique setup, a little unconventional. But I think what I'm gonna have to do here is to create a separate bone. Let me just take a look at where this bone is parented to. Tweak arm 2. And this is stretch 2. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this bone. It may screw everything up. It might, but we have to go for it at this point. So let's duplicate that. Let's call this tricep twist. Alright, so it has exactly the same constraints, I believe. Yeah, the same constraints, the same parent and whatnot. The only difference between this tricep twist bone. Wait, just 1 second. Yeah, the only difference with this bone that as compared to the original deformation bone is that it's gonna twist a little bit more. This little copy rotation there, and then we're gonna have these two guys parented to this instead. Now let's call this .L. And we'll copy that over here, .R, and let's reparent these guys so that it does the same thing to these guys as well. Ah, holy shit, I almost closed my damn file. Okay. Now, let's go back into the pose position. And if we were to go we were to select this tricep twist bone, we're supposedly able to rotate that a little bit more. Problem solved. Okay. I think. There it is. Alright. Sweet. Let's copy rotation. Did a twist bone. Okay. Yep. Rest position. Now what the hell are these guys doing? Oh right, it is not. It's probably not parented to the right bones. What? Oh right, okay. I see what's going on. The other deformation bones have no constraints yet. Okay. We're gonna have to copy that over. Holy shit. My brain is fried. Okay, let's copy the twist bone, right? I believe? Yes, wait. No, the main arm bone. Okay, right. Okay, so let's copy... No, sorry. Select the mechanical switch bone. Shift Control C. Copy rotation. We only want 10%, I believe. And then for this guy, we want 60%. How many percent was it? Yeah, 60%. And then this guy is all the way through. Right? Huh? Oh. Since when did that happen? Okay. Little muscle spasm there once again. And... right, the twist bone. Okay, to that. Copy rotation. 80%, right? And we should have... Nope, it's still fucked up. Now something is up. What is going on? Oh, these... Oh, I have them turned off. Okay, no, they're fine. They're fine. You just have to tweak some stuff, some settings, but okay. We sort of solved the problem, although I'm seeing new problems. I will fix them off stream. These are the things that I'll have to fix offline, because it looks good here, right? From this view, it looks fine. But as soon as we twist this, we have a problem. Very bad. Very bad. Alright, holy shit. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing we have to do, once we have created these fall-off bones, is to do the same thing for the forearms. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Let's do that. This one should be a lot simpler. Now what we have to do is to have these four bones follow the rotation of the hand bone, right? If you saw it earlier, my hand was rotated this way, but everything else wasn't following it. So it's a very simple setup. We just have to copy we want this to be constrained to that. So the order of selection is from this to this, because whichever bone is last selected will be where all the constraints will be applied to. So this to this, but select this last, and then Shift Control C, copy rotation. For this case, do we only want to follow the y-axis? Probably so, right? I will do that. Okay, let me just try that out. Alright, cool, it's working. And then we want to do the same thing over and over again. Wait, do we want to follow this to follow that? Or this to follow that? Let's do this to that. And then we'll do 0.65. And then this to that. We'll do 0.35. You back. Welcome back. Hi back. Cool. Cool. Do we want this to move as well? Oof. Let's turn on the subdiv. Let's see. Oh my. I'm just noticing how misaligned my hand is. You'd probably do this and then set that as rest position, but fuck it, let's not care about that right now. You went to make a Tisan? What is that? Tisan? Oh! Tisane? Pronunciation. Tizan? What the hell?
Tizan.
Tizan, okay. Nice. Looks cozy. Very cool. And black choco? Ah. Enjoy. Oh my god. His arms all kinds of fucked up. Now what is this? Hello? Oh, it's set to world space, okay. Wait a damn minute. Oh, okay, I see. Do we have to... Let me look at Kibeli. Save me. Switch arm is... Copy transform arm FK. Is it parented to anything? Okay, socket. What about this? Okay, it's copying the transform of the forearm tweak. And it is stretching to the hand. Yo, Hex Sculpts, hydrate, thank you. I will hydrate. Stretch to hand tweak. Thank you, thank you. Yo, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Dropped in to say hi. How are you doing, big dog? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I am struggling, but I am learning a lot. So there's that. But holy shit, this is really, it's really difficult. Doing well. Just finished work. Nice, 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 nice. Burp. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is parented to the switch forearm. Is it supposed to be that way? Switch hand. What is it parented to? Switch forearm. It is. It's just not stretching to that because it's. Let me see. The rigging is a beast of its own. It really is. It really is. I am really struggling. But I hope this will be the, one of the last few times I struggle with rigging. Highly doubt that. But, yeah, I do wish down the line things will get a lot easier. A lot more, like, I guess second nature. Because right now it's far from that. Okay, let's stretch that to that then. Stretch to. Is that gonna solve the... Okay, good. But it is... There's like a cyclic dependency now. But okay, good to know that it'll eventually work out. I should probably do that to the tweak instead. Nope, never mind. I'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, your right is here. Gonna talk in a big old go. Go ahead. You learned a lot. I really did. I feel like once I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to do like a really long, really thorough self-reflection, or not self-reflection, but a little reflection of the entire character creation. I have been. Well, have I been documenting this? Particular rigging. No, I did not. Okay. Probably have to do like a little post-action review. Okay. Alright, next. Let's move on. So now that we have the fall of all set up, the next thing to do is to create a custom property to toggle the influence of the arm rotation that has been done. This what that is, by the way. So if you, as you can see, if I were to shrug my shoulders, right, the arm rotation is independent from the shoulders. And now if I were to turn on the toggle rotation follow, you can see how now it's following, right? So without with. I'm sure I'll eventually understand why this is important. But so far I don't really see why this is necessary. There has to be a reason why this this was, done. It's probably like industry standard or something. I don't know. I'm just following along the course. Okay, what's next? The next thing is to create an FK and the FK and IK bones. Here we go. Here we finally go. This is the big one. I'm going to duplicate the MCH bones. Where are they at? Where did all my mechanical bones go? Okay, let me just do an Alt left click mechanical, Alt left click mechanical, Alt shift left click mechanical. Okay, let's select mirror, just extend, and then isolate them. There we go. And now I'm going to duplicate these guys. Oh shit. Okay, let me just select them real quick. Select, edit mode, duplicate, and I'm gonna bring them up. One sec. Let's undo that real quick. I'm gonna set the orientation to global. Then I will duplicate them and bring them up by 0.5 blender units. 0.5 meters. That's a little high. But this is just so that we remember where they are, right? Maybe 0.25. Let's do 0.25. And then we'll duplicate them again. Damn it. Select mirror. We'll duplicate them again and bring them up by another 0.25 blender units. And then these guys right here, they're going to be the FK bones. So I'm just going to give them their colors, respective colors real quick. Just for my sake, for my peace of mind. I'll do green. Which green do we want? It's a little dark. That's a yucky green. That's a nice green, but it feels like it's meant for another function. Let's just stick with this for now. And then for these guys, these are our IK rig. Let's do that. IK is red, right? Like the universal understanding. IK color. Rig. IK color. Frequently colored blue left side and red right side. What? Isn't it red? I'm just gonna use red. Screw it. I know you didn't finish it yet, but for you, which part of the process is the most fun for you? For me, we're talking strictly rigging, right? I think I will say... Which part is the most fun for me? I would say the weight painting stage is the most therapeutic. But fun... Adding constraints are pretty fun, I won't lie. Like, seeing things, come together via constraints is pretty fun. But I think I'll stick with weight painting for now. Like, creating the bare bones, the basic deformation bones, and then assigning the weight paint to the respective deformation bones. That is pretty... I'll say that's number one for now. Because it's the easiest to do so far, and it's pretty therapeutic. It's kind of like retopo. I no longer hate retopology, but it's still very, very time consuming for me to So rather not do it, but you know, if we're talking, let's do like brainless work, you know, we don't have to think. I would say weight painting. That is, I guess, my equivalent of fun in this regard. Let me just... Someone just spammed on the Discord. Let me just ban them. Ban... so that we can delete all of their previous messages. Previous 7 days. Okay, cool. Done. Get out of here. Okay, cool. Alright, now that that is done, let's give them their names. So this will be, what should I name them? I'm just gonna follow the course. Arm FK. Okay. Arm. Seems like they don't put IK in the front. Let me just look at the Kibali. You tried retopology once? That was hard. I don't know what I did, but the mesh was glitching a bit. I see. Could be multiple reasons. It could be n-gons bending the wrong way. Could be intersecting meshes, like doubling, right? Which usually could be solved by merging distance. Okay, IK, yeah, IK goes after for some reason. And FK, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. FK, let's do arm. FK dot L, no, arm 1. Wait, no, FK 1. Right? You just make sure. Or arm. Wait, there's no need for 1, 2, and 3 because it's just the. Okay. Yeah. There's no need for 1. There's only 1 arm bone. And then we'll copy that, put it here, forearm FKL, then this will be the hand, L. Now let's just copy that over there, R, R, R. Yo, Dave, are you winning, son? Am I winning? Am I winning? I don't know about winning. Maybe I'm on my way to winning. I just don't know it yet. Hopefully that's the case. How are you doing, Dave? Forearm IKL. R. Okay. Alright, cool. Very nice. I guess the option of didn't topo, okay. I don't know if that makes sense, but it looked like what I sculpted was not flat enough, so the mesh clipped. Okay. Dynamic topology. Okay. Maybe it's something to do with like the different. Maybe you have like patches of different resolutions. That could be why. GTA 6 may be getting delayed. Getting a delay? Oh no. Uh-oh. Again, like after the current delay. You're gonna delay it again? Is that what you're saying? Bum 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 bum. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. We just want X. No, we just want Y. Okay. Oh, these guys. I don't think I've constrained them. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, again, I want this to be constrained to that, but the last selected bone has to be this. And then, because the last selected bone is where all the constraints will be at, so copy rotation. I believe I had this one set to 1. We only want to follow the y-axis and the local space. And repeat. Boom, boom, boom. 650. What's this one? 291. Okay. 290. Let's keep it clean. I remember that I was doing this while I was watching you make free run. Oh, you made that look so easy. Thanks. But free run, okay. The little one session sculpt, right? I've actually done free run twice on stream, but the other one was I ditched the other one. It was a while ago, way back. I'm sure that'll be fixed. So we're gonna do that, then we're gonna have the option to do this. Okay. Got it. Alright, so the next thing we gotta do is... Your mom. Hey, jokes. Okay, we have to create... Okay, we've done that. Forearm bone should be connected. Oh, okay, for the... For these IK bones, we're supposed to... Forearm bone should be connected to arm bone, okay. So let's do Control P, connected, okay. There we go. Done. But not for the hands? I wonder why. Let me just look at Kibali, that should explain it. Oh. Okay, but if it was connected, then that wouldn't... Huh. I'm confused, but okay. There has to be a reason why, but we'll find out along the way. Okay, next. Okay, so in order for the mechanical bones, these black bones to be constrained, to snap between FK and IK, we have to add a copy transforms constraint. Okay, I think I see where this is going. I'm gonna hide the tweak bones, and I will add... I will first select this bone and then that bone, copy transforms. Okay. I see where this is going. And then we'll add another one to that, and then okay. Okay. I see. And then we'll add another one to this. Copy transforms. And we're gonna call this FKIK switch. Okay. Now we just have to do the same thing over and over again for everything else. But instead of doing it one at a time, I'm going to select all of these bones. Oh shit, I left one bone out. That's for leaving a bone out. Okay, let's put that in the mechanical collection. Select them all. Burp. Yes, sir. And then I'm just gonna copy constraints to selected bones, and then all of them should have the same constraints. By the way, it's over here, post constraints, copy constraints to selected bone, or you could just hit F3 and type it down, type it out, and then we'll go in here and change the names accordingly. Forearm FKL, forearm IKL. Alright, they're all snapping up to the right places. This is the hand, FKL. This is IK, hand. Boom. Okay, cool. Very nice. Just double check. Alright, cool. Now you. That will be arm. Oh my god. Arm FKR. Should be IKR. Cool. That's done. Next, you. Forearm FKR. Forearm IKR. Ara. Okay, cool. Lastly, hand FKR. Hand IKR. Done. Okay, and we now have the toggles. Cool. Okay, what's next? Turn off constraints for now. Okay. To create an IK hand control, we have to duplicate the MCH IK hand. Okay, and then parent it to the root bone for the time being. Constrain the new hand to hand IK. And I go, oh, okay. Got it. Okay, let's duplicate. What is it again? This, right? Okay, we have to duplicate this. Wait, undo. Hey, these are MCH bones. What? Okay, let's just go with it. I'm gonna call these. I'm gonna add an MCH to these guys. Actually, instead of doing that, I'll select these bones. Wait a damn minute. Okay, symmetrize. Shit. Oh no. Ah, okay. They were just not in the, oof. They were just not in the right collection. Assign. Remove. Don't scare me like that. Alright. Okay, now we just gotta... What is it again? We have to duplicate something and call it the hand IK. Okay, we'll duplicate this and call it hand IK for some reason. Wait, no, we're not supposed to do that just yet. We're supposed to rename these guys. Rename. So let's select these bones. Control F2, batch rename. I want to rename the bones. I will set name. I will do a prefix mch underscore. Alright, mch, done. Now we're just gonna do the same thing for these guys. Control F2 and yep, same shit. There we go. And now we can duplicate this guy. And this would just be called the hand ik.l. And for the other guy, it'll be hand ik.r. Alright, cool. Do I want to scale this up? Let's scale it up. I don't know. I'll scale it up to 1.5. If I scale it down, can I do 0.5? Will it go back to normal? Nope. I'll do 2. If I want to scale it back down, I'll do 0.5, 50%. Oh, it's just math. Okay. So I bring it up by 1.5. Just have to scale it back down to... Nope. I'm not gonna do the math in my head. I'll do this for now. Okay. And then we're gonna have to constrain the mechanical... Oh, I scaled up the wrong one. Of course. We want to scale up the hand bone just for now. Not mandatory, but it's just for my sake. Yeah, okay. Now we're supposed to constraint the mechanical IK bone to this guy, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Same thing for this. Boom. Alright, cool. Okay, next, we want to create a correctly positioned pull target. Okay. So we have to duplicate the MCH IK arm. and move it along the x-axis of the normal. So let's change the orientation to normal, and let's duplicate this guy, move it along, move it along x, right about there. And then we want to set a cursor to this guy and then add a bone. Bring it down. Oh, sorry. Rotate along x-axis by 90 degrees. Okay. Ah! Who messed with my camera? $90 degrees. Okay. Okay. Now that that is done, this new bone will be called arm ik pull .l, and then we want to parent this to the root for the time being, so let's do that. Keep it offset, okay, and keep offset. Delete duplicated bone. Okay, off you go. Now we want to let me see, straight to hand bone, pull target. 1 second. Let me see, okay. Oh, I forgot to write something down. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay. We want to do an IK. So I'm gonna... forgot the order of selection. I think it's this way. Okay. I'll set the chain to 1. I just did... by the way, what I just did was select the hand bone and then this forearm bone. Shift I and add IK. Probably only need like a chain length of 1 for now. Some sort of cyclic dependency going on. Is it the other way around? It cannot be. No, whoa. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I need to see something. What is this parented to? A mechanical socket. It's parented to IK arm. This socket, okay. Arm. Socket, okay. Did I miss out something? Inherit rotation. Okay, what about this? Okay. Oh, this is okay. My bad. This was parented to this. I totally... Okay, let's remove the parent to this guy. And the IK should work now. There we go. Ah. Okay, and then we want to set the pull target to this. There we go. So now we have that and this. Cool. Very nice. 1 second. Oh. Okay, let's do that again. Let's duplicate this bone instead. How about that? Wait, but am I supposed to... Oh, wait, what? Duplicate... Wait, it is right. But why is it so... Why is it all the way here? Second. I'm just gonna try it anyway. Let's duplicate this bone and I'm gonna move it along the normal x-axis. Right about there. Hey Lucas, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. And then we'll do cursor to selected, and then we'll create a new bone. Rotate that by 90 degrees. And let's see. What if we set that as the pole? We just reset the... Okay. Yeah, that's not right. It's not supposed to move like that. Let's try it again. Let's make sure that it's set to normal. And then move there. Then I will align this with the... No, we don't have to align this with anything. We want to rotate this... Oh wait. Yeah, let's recalculate the role of this, right? Let's do global... What is it? Why is it not straight? It is straight. Hey. Okay, I'll rotate it along the x-axis by 90 degrees. I'll scale it down. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try this again. Yeah, no, it's moving a little. That just means that the... Okay, let me see. If I were to do this... Oh. Shit. Do I have to recalculate all of my bones? I feel like I'm kind of in too deep. I love your videos, man. You are a rare case that keep making videos about that fantastic 3D world. I'm animating some shots for my job, by the way, but I'm not an animator. Thank you for the kind words, Lucas. I really appreciate that. And you said you're animating some shots for your job, but you're not an animator? Well, clearly you're good enough to animate for the people you're currently working for, so good on you. Nock is a burping genius. Switch genius with something else. Yo, last question so I can stop bothering you. I tried to make a shield today. The large shapes were okay, but then I tried to make the emblem and I struggled a lot. Any tips to work better on this difficult shapes? And a dumb question, do you usually do all in one cube, or do you do more than one and put them together after? Oh, you're talking about like having multiple assets. There you go, that's the burping part. But multiple assets modeled, or rather the same asset but with multiple like separate meshes, right? I would say separate meshes, just to give you an example. Look at these gloves, right? You can see that these guys, well, they were done separately. Initially, they were all like selectable by itself, including the belt, right? All of these are all separate meshes right there. Separate mesh, separate mesh, separate mesh, and a separate mesh. You see? So it really depends on your needs. How much do you have to optimize? Is it for a video game, you know? If it's for a video game, you might want to optimize your mesh a little better, but for my case, you know, I am a little more careless with how I go about my meshes. There you go. That's one mesh. The glove in itself is another mesh. Right there, you know? Burp 6-7. Y'all work in this in studios as well, or just freelancers? I pretty much do this. I pretty much just do this, and yeah. For now. Things may change in the future if things don't go too well. We'll see. We'll see how Tiny Naki does, right? Damn, your work is pretty cool. Thank you. That's really nice of you. And yeah, we have the shirt too. The shirt is separate. Let me just pull it up. There you go. No. So yeah, there's that. Just to give you a little bit more of a rundown. There you go. That's a separate mesh. That's one single mesh. That's another mesh. That's another mesh. Another one. Another one. Oh, these were two separate meshes. There you go. Yeah, that's about it for now. These clumps of hairs were all separate meshes as well. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. So many. A bunch of separate meshes. You know? Yeah, now you know. This helps a lot. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. Oh, you're saying nice as in freelance? Okay, cool. Yeah. How close are you to finishing the rig? Welcome to the stream, Yash. I would say... about 60%, maybe? 60%? I was gonna say 60 to 70%. Unironically. 6-7%, 6-70%, you know? 65 was gonna say, yeah, it's about there, about 65. 6-7. I don't know, GTA 6 dev is so lazy, I doubt that, no. Just because it's delayed, it does not mean that they're lazy. It means they need more time to cook. Damn, why is that? Why is it doing that? Oh, what if we align this bone with that? Nope. Nah, it's still doing whatever that is. Why though? It bugs me that it moves a little. Like it shouldn't... Like I feel like if I were to oversee this, it may be like a bigger problem in the future, you know? According to my notes, it's supposed to follow this, but this seems so far, like way too far back. It doesn't seem right. Now where did my constraint go? $20 already? GTA 5? Right. I guess we'll see, right? I guess we will see. The thing about like a lot of these Rockstar type games like Red Dead Redemption, it was by them too, right? Red Dead Redemption. They're by Rockstar. Yep. They seem to have like very intricate little details that a lot of the other games would miss out on. And who knows how many little details they've added for this game. Only time will tell. Let them cook, exactly. Okay, let's try this out one more time before I just move on. Okay, and then we'll add a bone here. Add a bone there. Rotate this. Before I even rotate that, let me just see if it even does what it has to do. Yes. Yes, sir. It worked. Okay, good. Now if I were to rotate that 90 degrees. Yes. Oh, is it because I was rotating it along its x-axis? Okay, now it works. I literally did the exact same thing. Is it one of those like turn on and off type situations? Or is it the skill maybe? Oh wait, no. Oh my god, is it because of the It's moving a little. I cannot accept that. Wait, one sec. Let me just delete that and add another bone. Wait, let me just do cursor to selected. Shift A, and before I do anything, let me just do that. Okay, it's good. And scale it down. Now let's see. Okay, good. Okay, it was the way I rotated it. Alright. You know, these problems, they add up, so I didn't want to take the risk. But okay. We are... Damn it. No. Please. No, it's moving a bit again. No! You piece of shit, you gave me hope. One more time. Shift A. And then first thing we're gonna do is to set this to pose position. Oh, it's already moving. Should not move unless the bone axis is not perfectly centered. Yeah, exactly. And I moved it along its x axis too. You know, it's exactly. Like why is it twitching? Let me do the same but with this. Get out of here. See? It's perfect. But for this guy... It twitches, what the heck? Okay, you know what? Let's not waste any more time and let's just stick with this. But it's so weird, it's like, it's way too... It's like way too much to the shoulders, you know? I don't know if I like that. Like it's way over here. I don't like it to be there. No! What the hell, right? Oh, Marshall, you gotta go. Take care, everyone. Bye, Marshall. Thanks for watching the stream. Thank you, thank you. Now what the hell is going on? Okay, let me try something. Maybe I had the constraint turned on. Maybe that contributed to the problem. And then we'll create that there. Oh, nope, there. What is that? Is it because it's parented? Nope. Clear parent, maybe? Nope. Like the fact that it's twitching, it bothers me. I mean, it works though. It works. Stay. Oh my god. I'm not again. Not again, Dave. Do I just move on? Let me just try this one more time. I will do it there, cursor to selected, and then I will create a new bone. And then I'll have this go to that. Let me see how different the results are, or how similar. That versus that. Oh, it's quite different. Wow. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'll settle this off stream. Sorry about that. But okay, is it the stretch toggle? I don't know. I've got no clue. But we have been on this for I don't know how long now, and we have to end the stream really soon. So to create an IK hand toggle, we have to duplicate the MCHIK hand. Call it, okay, that's done. That's done. Oh, okay, right. The pole, okay. That's done. For now. Call this arm IK pole, just for now. And then we'll symmetrize that. It's at a really weird position, but okay. And then we have to do, let's see, MCHIK forearm constraint to hand bone. That's done. Pull target. This. That's done. And okay. Don't leave me here. Promise you bring the milk back. Thanks for the session. I'm not going off yet. I just need to finish whatever I have left on the list. Oh. Yo, Anon. Holy shit. Yo, thank you so much, Anonymous, for the gifted, for the tier 1 to Niche. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm trying my best to not pull my hair off right now, but holy shit, this is hell. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Now we have to create the vis bone for the line of the pole. Okay, so we're gonna have to create a bone at the tail of the MCHIK arm. That's the tail. So let's create a cursor to select it. I'm assuming you're gonna tell me to do that, right? Yeah, okay. And then we'll call this what is this called? Arm IK pole. And then I'm gonna call this vis, right? Vis. No. Vis. Okay. And we'll do this, and we'll snap that to that. Okay, cool. Alright. I can kind of assume how to go about, like... I guess we could... They didn't exactly say how to go about making this stick to it, but I'm assuming it's just a simple stretch to constraint. Like that. And then this is, I'm assuming, parented to one of these, so like that maybe? Okay, looks good enough. And then we'll do rigging line. There we go. Let's call it done. And then we'll symmetrize this, right? So right click, symmetrize. Since we've already named it .l, it'll symmetrize, no problem. Okay, that's done. Next, for IK arm to have a natural stretch, go to okay. Under bone properties, MK, okay, forearm bone properties, in inverse kinematics. So that's that. Set that to 0.05, and we're gonna want to lock X and Y. Oh, okay, yeah. Same for the upper arm, okay. Cool, let's go down here, 0.05 XY. Ah! Okay, now to create a toggle switch, we have to create a custom property. Okay, I see where this is going. Go to properties, create a new one. For this case, it says integer, but I think Boolean would. I'll just follow the tutorial or the course, but it should be fine to toggle via Booleans. You know what? I'll just, yeah. Okay. Arm, FK, IK switch. Dot L. Okay. And then we'll copy the driver to one of the toggles. Like Robert, he's a cool guy. I guess he is by default Robert now. Okay, we're gonna want to do that, right? Okay. Paste. And now with this integer slider, we can toggle between that. Yeah, we could just use a boolean. It should work as well. But I think, you know what, I'll just leave it as this. So it's a little more segregated from the rest of the booleans. But okay. Just for context, boolean is are these little checkboxes here. This one is the integer, whatever the heck. Okay. The next thing is I want to create yeah. We just want to do the same shit for everything else. Yep. Okay. I see. Paste. And then we want to create another one for the other side. Ah, okay. And then we'll do that. Paste, and paste. So now we have. Now, if we were to turn all of these on. Oh, wait. Right, okay. So we're gonna want to leave them on so we can, you know, have the options to go between FK and IK. Oh, whoops. Let's copy that and fix this. What? Bum 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 delete. Okay, let's copy R and paste, and paste. Oh my god, no! I knew it was gonna wake somebody up. I knew it was gonna wake someone up. What? Oh yeah. Why alarming? Grung, 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 grung. Alright, I think it works. Now that is done, we can finally bring all of these guys back down to their actually, before we do that, let's put them in a nice separate collection so that we don't want to kill ourselves in Minecraft. So let's create a new collection down here, call this one FK. No. Yes. And then we'll create another one, call this arm FK. And we'll assign these guys over there. assign, and make sure we don't have them assigned to any other collections. Okay, good. By the way, to tell that whether or not they're assigned to a collection, it's with this little white dot there. That's the indicator. So let's create another one, call it IK, create another one, call this arm IK, and then that goes in there. And then we'll select these guys. And in they go. Yeah, see this little thing there? Yeah, let's remove them from that. Okay, I just came back, and what in the world is this? Yeah, we have an IKFK toggle now. Is it an Android or Apple alarm? It's been so long, it traumatized me. Android. I know that alarm a little too well, because I recently switched over from an Android to an iPhone. So for the iPhone, it's and that was for Apple, and then for Android it's now we have an FKIK toggle. Hell yeah. Okay, let's turn this off. Hello? What? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the end of the playlist. Wow, we finished. We cleared 3 different playlists because the sun is almost rising. I will end it with this. Yo, Annette. Hello again. Hello. Jury Duty Quack. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Robert looks like Herobrine. Oh, that's true. He does. Who put the damn glowstone portal here? Okay, now we can finally move these guys back into their initial positions. So I moved the FK guys up with in the global orientation by 0.25 blender units. So that's that, and then for these guys it's 0.5, right? Except for this guy. That's the properties bone. Let's move them down like timber by 0.05. Whoop. 0.5, not 0.05. That's wrong. Alright, sweet. Now we have both FK and toggleable FK IK rigs. So just to show you what it kind of looks like. See, right now we have the okay, I don't have them perfectly constrained. I forgot to do the same for the other side. Of course, let me just do that real quick. So it's hand bone, shift click, forearm bone, shift I, and then we want to hit target selected bone. That is where the IK will be assigned to. I think I'm gonna remove the colors. It's a little much. I can barely see what's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna set the chain length to 1, and boom. So just to play around with the chain length, so that you kind of understand what's going on. Set it to 1, it's only going to affect this bone. 2, it's going to affect both this and this bone. And if you have like a bunch of bones, by upping this number, you're gradually increasing the amount of bones being affected. So let's just bring that back down to 1, reset that shit, and we're good. No, we're not good. Why? Oh, because I didn't... Okay. We have to go into the bone properties, and then we're going to want to lock X and Y. And set the IK stretch. What? Why is that grayed out? Oh, because this is grayed out. Okay. Right? Oh, because the chain is set to 1. Oh, so I got to set it to 2. Okay. Now we know. I didn't know that. .05. Now it should be exactly the same, but it's not. Why? Because tonight's gonna be the night where I fall for you over and over again. Because the pole of this... Okay, we don't have a pole set, that's why. Okay, set that to this. Please. Okay, I'm about to flip my table. Okay, yeah, I forgot to... Okay, I missed it. Okay, no table flipping required, guys. Maybe... Wait. What are you doing to me, Blender? What are you doing to me? You're testing my patience, that's what you're doing. How's that possible? Kinda looked like he could summon mech weapons. Mech weapons, that would be cool. You know, down the road of, you know, all of the assets creation, creating guns is a part of it, and I don't know, I may have to resort to e-bagging. Please help me. Oh, but why is it doing that? Why is it flaring its elbows out? No. I'll figure that out. Just not here on stream, apparently. Damn. Damn it. Why? Tell me why. One kiss is all it takes to fall in love with you. Dua Lipa. Dula Peep. One kiss is all it takes. You know, whoa. What was that? My brain just died. Oh yeah, I've been trying to learn how to play the final countdown solo. And holy shit, it's a difficult one to play. Because there's this like little ARP in the beginning of the solo. It's like this triplet pattern played in like 1/16 notes. And that part is so difficult to play. And I struggled. I've been struggling to play it, but I'm slowly but surely getting there, you know? Know what I mean? Why is it doing that? I'm so confused. I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay, now it's just worse. What the what? It was worse than before. What the hell just happened, bruh? How is this possible? How is it getting... Oh, because the chain length. Oh, I was raging for nothing. Wait, no, I was raging for a reason. The chain length is 2 for both of them. Okay, I'll figure this out off stream. You ending the stream soon? Yo, Ruby, I am. The final countdown do be hyped though. It really does. It really do be. No rate for you then? Okay, yeah, some other time, maybe. I am ending in like literally 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks for the thought though, Ruby. Thank you. And hope you had a good stream. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out off stream because we're running out of time, you know? So remember to set colors, blah blah blah. Move back down. Okay, we've moved it back down. That is done. Oh, we're done. We are done. You know what? Maybe I'll try this. I'll delete this. Wait, let me just make sure it's only the, yeah. I'll delete this. And we'll symmetrize all of these guys. Symmetrize. And... oh! Yes! You know, when in doubt, just symmetrize. When in doubt, just symmetrize. Okay, I may have to reapply the drivers. Yeah, let's copy as new driver, and let's go in here. You know what? This might have been the problem. Wait, no, never mind. Yeah, wait, what am I saying? Never mind. Scratch whatever I was saying. This should work now. Oh, right, because the mechanical bones are not attached to... Okay. Please show me the mechanical bones. Copy... Let me just hide the, that. What? Okay, let's undo. Please tell me. Please tell me I didn't delete the wrong bones. I did not. I thought I assigned them to the right collection. Apparently that didn't go too well. But okay, it's working now, guys. Okay, just assume that it is. I mean, it is, right? It's just I just have poor organization skills. That's the issue right there. But you can see that they now toggle between FK and IK, which is really nice. There it is. I need to turn back on. Holy shit. Okay, before I go, let me just select the mechanical bone and turn back on these copy transforms. There it is. Mechanical switch hand, turn that back on. Mechanical switch arm, turn that back on. This mechanical switch arm, that back on. This is broken. And just change. Yeah. Okay, that's why. IK, and then mechanical switch forearm. Let's turn that back on. Copy that over, but instead of FK, it's IK. Why do you need 3 bone arms to the model? 3 bones arms to the model. By the way, I have no idea how 3D modeling and rigging works. Okay, yeah. So these bones, they basically just serve different functions. I can roughly run it through for you once I'm done with this thingy. 1 second, okay? Let me just mechanical switch hand, and then I'll copy that over here. Wait, no. Wait, yes. Okay, now let's give it a shot. Let me just hide the mechanical bones. There it is. It's the black bones. There we go. Now we only have the FK. Oh yes, we have the FK bones, and then we can toggle that. Now we have IK too. Oh yes, it works. It works. It works. Look at that. IK. Then we can do the same for the other side. Oh yeah, I just gotta, yeah, I messed something up, okay? But just know that it works. I messed something up, but it works. There we go. Let's just look at the successful side of the arm. Yay, yeah, exactly. Okay, so to roughly explain why we need so many different bones, right? Let's hide everything. So the bone. Okay, one sec. Okay, so the bone that is responsible for the weight painting, right? They call it skinning, right? So basically, the bones that are responsible for any deformation are these big, you know, these bones right here, right? All the major bones. And then down the road, once we're done assigning all of the weight paint to their respective bones, like this. Let me just hide the shirt real quick. Properties. Shirt. Okay. So once we're done with assigning the weight paint to their respective bones, we can then create these in between, like secondary bones, right? See these little bones? So we basically transferred all of the weight from this big bone to these small little bones. And the reason why we do that, right, to distribute them into the separate smaller bones, is so that we could create a more natural deformation. Because, you know, if you were to pronate your arm, to go from this view to this, you can see that your wrist is turning like 180 degrees, whereas like the top of your arm, like your elbow, right, or your like this little, the brachioradialis, right, this little part here, it only goes from 0 degrees to 90 degrees, whereas your hand, it goes from, you know, 0 degrees to 180 degrees. So we can, with these little bones here, you can create like gradual twists, right? Let me just showcase that to you if I can. No, I cannot. I have no idea how to... Okay, let me set that to FK maybe. Oh, I'm dumb. There it is. It's not twisting the way I want it to. There it is. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's it right there. You can see how this bone right here is twisting a lot quicker. Everything follows through with the sharp movement of the wrist. Yeah. So yes, everything is like this wrist bone is rotating a lot quicker than, you know, the bone up here, right? So you create this natural deformation. So that's one, okay? And then the reason why we have these other bones here, like these mechanical arm bones, these additional FK and IK bones, is so that we can have these different chain of bones work differently. So for this particular like red chain of bones, you can see that all I have to do to move the arm is to select the end bone here, right? And you can move everything along with it, right? And if we were to look at the FK bones, the controls are a little different. You have full control, like independent control of the rotation, as opposed to like, you know, just moving one arm, one bone and have everything else follow. And they both serve, you know, different purposes for the animators out there. So how this normally goes is that you would move the IK bone first, like this, and then you would then toggle to the FK bone. If I can do that, right? You can toggle to the FK bone, but without the little jump there, right? You can bake these keyframes. You can have these bones snap to the same exact position that the rate bones are at right now, and then do like your fine-tune adjustments like this, and then yeah. So now that you have like these two different chain of arm bones, you can toggle between the two. You see. And yeah, that's really, I'm not sure if I made myself clear, but then yeah, that's why you would want to have so many different bones, right? And then this like black bones right here, these black bones. Okay, I messed up the. One sec. Let me just hide this. Hide. Damn it. There we go, these black bones. Yeah, these black bones, they simply serve as a bridge between the two bones. To basically go from red bones to green bones. Yeah, that's like actually, yeah. A way to set up a point A and point B, yeah, with ease, exactly that, yeah. Exactly. So you would create all of these like intermediate bones, like in between bones, to serve to then like toggle between multiple bones, right? There are so many different ways, there's so many different reasons why you want to create these like stacks of bones. Like you see how we have these like a smaller bone within this bone, right? That allows you. Can I have all my bones back, please? Why is it not rotating back? Okay, one sec. I barely know how to make all this work. Okay. I don't know why that's doing that, but okay. If you look at these two bones, right? If I were to turn off the rotation follow, you can see that this bone is following the rotation of the shoulder bone, whereas this bone isn't. And this allows so if I were to parent the arm bones to this bone and have this bone parent to this bone and then have this bone parent to this bone, I now have the option to choose whether I want the arm rotation to be independent from the shoulders, you see? So without the rotation follow, it rotates like this, and with it on, it follows the rotation of the shoulders. So yeah, that's why you would want to create stacks of bones, but I'm just learning this. Right, I'm currently taken up on the art of effective rigging, so a lot of this is very new to me, and I see why now we need so many, you know, we need bones within bones. Please, bone, please. I know, right? Can they just listen to me? But yeah, that's why you would want so many different bones. There we go. Ah, there it is. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a stream, guys. Thanks so much for watching the very tedious process. Really appreciate y'all. Let's go raid Coney. Intricate stuff, yeah, it's too much for me to handle, to be honest. Like a lot of this, I just basically referred to the notes that I have prompted up on my other screen. But yeah, we're done for today. We're done for today. I really appreciate y'all for watching this stream. Let me just set this up here. Oh, Annette, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to the end of the stream, but I hope to see you tomorrow. And before I go, we have a Discord right here. And in case you're wondering when we go live at these timings every single day. Thanks for explaining, dude. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we go live every day at 3 a.m. SGT or 2 p.m. ET. So just keep that in mind. And then, yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow for more rigging shenanigans. All right, 24/7. Well, not 24/7 live, but I go live every day. Every day, yeah. 7 days a week. There we go. 7 days a week. All right. Dedication is real. Thanks. Bye, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.